So we have the car here now with on Tom's place, and we really it will go through a scrutiny of paint check.
Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life.
So Tom is the expert of preparing paints for all different kinds of. This car will be prepared for wrap, but could be clear wrap, or it's gonna be a special wrap. So we're gonna, and especially Thomas will look at that car with Argus eyes and give us his opinion about how the paint is and if he can do something with it or he has to work more on the paint. It's really a tough thing. That trailer hitch is here, so we had to pry this open with those plastic pry tools here. And what we really recommend is go to the Home Depot and get one of those knobs, then put it on here and on the other side here, and put a washer and a nut on top of that, and then you can from here pull it open, pull it out. Yeah.
Like a pull handle.
Yeah, kind of a pull handle. Yeah. And then this one is also, that's the trailer hitch connector. That's correct. That's a 2-inch version. Actually, when you look at that wheel, it looks also very nice without that special wheel cover here. I think looks pretty. The only thing what you need, you have to take this one, pop that in the middle out. This is a long one.
No, you cannot use that one.
No, you cannot. You can, but you can buy an extra set where you can buy the insert of this one. So that looks also good. Looks nice, right? Yeah. Yeah, here we are, and we are with Thomas and Diamond Perfection Details, and we are scrutinizing the paint of the car. So we have here all of the LEDs around there are being turned on, the much light what we have, what we can get, and we analyze the car, and Thomas will lead us through the car and through the little patches, piece by piece, and we just looked around the car. We didn't want to bother you with when we're looking at the car, and we will see it, but we looked around the car, and then Thomas will go through and explain it now a little bit. So where you want to start first, Thomas?
Well, you know, the easiest is to start like with small surfaces around the car, you know, just kind of like grab a light. If possible, you know, bring the car inside the garage and close the door and everything, and just like have maybe one light you can work with. Just kind of like to be focused. Don't put the light like too close to the paint because you're gonna, you know, blemish imperfections out. So a good distance is always like keep it like behind your head, so it also doesn't interfere with your eyes. So you can basically go with the lamp holding like next to your hand, and you just kind of like inspect the paint, go everywhere.
What did you find?
Play around.
What did you
found so far?
Good. Let's go.
Let's go around. You know,
we have some tiny scratches here. Fine scratches.
It would take us a little bit, you know, to kind of like focus onto it. So we just kind of like go.
But we want to go through the big things, really.
Yeah, let's point out 3 big things we figured it out in this car, and that was like this whole section here.
This whole section here. Let's see if I can really get it on it. So what you can see there is that. Maybe you're gonna change the camera angle. Okay, gonna change the camera angle there. Is what you see there is the light here really has a lot of swirls around it. And from here on, it is really flat or polished.
Yeah, it has no imperfections.
It has no imperfections on it.
It looks like tape was over here.
Yes.
Like 1 inch from that panel, it was like an inch
tape over
here. And then we have all these imperfections, almost like somebody hit it like with a wool pad, you know, high-speed rotary, and just kind of like marred the whole tail light and forgot to refine it.
And we're gonna show you the other side. The other side is perfect, right?
Yeah, it looks perfect. Yeah, it looks normal. Yeah.
So there was something done here we cannot measure that. This tool would cost $4,000 or quite a money.
Yeah, the paint thickness
to measure the paint thickness on that one.
Yeah.
But something was done here because this one is smooth and this one is roughy, right? So you see the imperfection there when we go with the light over it. Okay, next one.
Yeah, the next one is this section on the top wing here.
Yeah.
It's like you see like around that area here
Yeah.
with the tape. And yeah, I'm gonna try to do it again with the light. Probably not possible to capture it, but it looks like there was a little bit of a light impact onto the clear coat, and somebody tried to buff it out because the first thing what poke out was the buffer trails. You know, when you use a high-speed buffer on the wool pad, you know, using compound, kind of like to blemish that scratch out.
And then you
see like the holograms going back and forth, dancing in the light.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, and then of course.
And now let me show you this side. So when you look at this side, this is really this is completely perfect. That light, right? There is no marking on that light, right? Compared to the other side. Okay, so never let me pick up a car for you. So that's what's gonna happen.
Oh, wow,
so then there are little tiny.
Yeah, they are like tiny scratches here.
Yeah.
You know, very light imperfections. Everything what can be buffed out, polished out.
Polished out.
With a light
And then there is
polish.
one thing weird what you find also here on that side, right?
Yeah, that's also going to be interesting because in that section it looks like almost like tiger stripes. You know, everybody who knows painting kind of knows what I'm talking about.
So, can you go out of the light so I can better see that? Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can.
Can you get it on the camera?
I don't know.
Yeah. It looks like a little bit stripes on here.
It looks almost like from the distance when you look at it that the paint or the color of the car, not the clear coat, the color of the car kind of got cloudy on that area. So you got a little bit of a darker patch, a brighter patch, darker patch, and so on and so on. So I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
And yeah, here already, you know, we have two stripes going down. You know, probably somebody was already using the door handle the wrong way.
There was
and of course, you know, here and there some very fine imperfections. And then the main concern is actually the lower passenger front bumper section here. Also again around that section here.
So turn the lamp on.
And if you can see,
you can see it here very clear. This portion is kind of a mattish, right?
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah. Right there. This is a patch. This is an unfinished sanding mark. So probably what they figured it out when they painted the whole car, they inspect the paint, or they should inspect the paint.
Yeah.
And somebody figured out an imperfection in the clear coat. So they do in the factory, they kind of like sanded it down, and normally, you know, they would compound it, polish, refine it, and make it look like the rest of the car. But somebody just messed up the job here. And you can still see.
I can see it. Yeah, just this around here, one around there. Yeah. So now, does it has an effect on when you put foil on it?
Well, the customer wants to put PPF clear, or the so-called paint protection film, clear bra.
Yeah.
And it will not have an effect on it because in that particular case, the customer is going with Expel Stealth.
Yeah.
That clear bra film is or has a matte finish.
Yeah.
And you will not see any of these imperfections in the film.
There was something in the clear coat, also some kind
that was like
dust in, right?
That was like a corn, like a dust
That's
corn.
a dust corn particle or something like that.
But it's deeper in the paint, so there's probably also no chance into getting it out.
And when you put the clear bra on top of it, stealth, then you will not see that?
You will also not see that because of the thickness of that
film.
Yeah,
basically the film will cover it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The film, all the imperfections we just showed you, except for that tail light, everything can be or will be hidden.
Yeah, the
film.
tail light is very visible. Right?
Yeah, that one needs to be compound polished and refined to bring it back to its like original
positional, original
Quality.
quality. Even the most perfect manufacturers, Bentley, Aston Martin, or whoever that is, they do have some imperfections in the clear coat or in the coat, and people find that, and we do find that as well, and Thomas find that.
Detailer find it.
The detailer
most of the
find
time, only the detailer.
Only the detailer will find that because he needs to do the car perfect.
Yeah.
The manufacturer sometimes doesn't do that. All right. Okay, hey. So we will be wishing you the best luck to do the rest with that car.
Yeah, well, I will.
And it's perfect when we get it back from you. So
it will look
this was a professional view of the car when you get it from factory. So there were some markings on it where someone tried to do something to make the car look prettier, but didn't remove all traces.
So yeah, if that would be my car, I would definitely have pointed out that stuff and would kind of like claim.
We will come again to Thomas because we want to see that car in stealth. In stealth for with 3M. But it's 3M Stealth, is it?
No, it's Expel. Expel.
It's 3M Expel. Expel.
Stealth. And yeah, I'm just going to do it with a friend, which is certified for that film.
And we will show you another film where this has been actually done.
Yeah.
Sure, in quick, not because that takes hours.
Time-lapse filming.
Time-lapse film.
You know,
okay.
here and there, like some.
And if you want to know more, see you next time. Thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.